Okay, Rick. Thanks.
Ready to go? Let's do this.
Yeah. 1 second.
Hey, first issue is always the toughest. Say your name, spell it, and tell me who you are and what we're here to talk. Who you are.
Benjamin Buedu. It's spelled B-E-N-J-A-M-I-N. Last name Buedu. B-U-A-D-U. I am the president of Temple of Ecstasy Corporation, and we are here to talk about ecstasy cigarettes, which are tobacco-free herbal cigarette.
Got it. Perfect. What goes into an herbal cigarette?
The ecstasy cigarettes contain 5 herbs. These are tobacco-free and nicotine-free herbs, of course. They contain damiana, passion flower, wild lettuce, catnip, and mint. And they don't have any of the chemicals that go into regular cigarettes.
Because there's no tobacco, is that the issue? Is that the idea?
The idea is to have them as natural as possible and not to include any harmful chemicals that the regular tobacco industry might use in their cigarettes.
Okay. Why those particular herbs? What's so special about those herbs?
The herbs used in the ecstasy cigarettes were used because after a couple of years of research and development, those herbs were found to be the best for an herbal cigarette to give a good flavor and as a substitute to tobacco.
Who is your target purchasing demographic? Who do you want to buy herbal cigarettes?
Well, the idea behind the ecstasy cigarettes was to provide an alternative to tobacco and to regular cigarettes. The demographics are anyone who smokes regular cigarettes and anyone who will or want to smoke anything. We prefer would smoke an herbal cigarette as opposed to a tobacco cigarette.
Okay, but the question more is, who's the target audience for this product? Very specific.
The target audience for this product is everyone who smokes.
Okay. And what about the charges that the target audience for this product are minors?
The charges, I think, are incorrect because, for one, we think that if you don't smoke, you shouldn't start smoking. And on the package of the ecstasy cigarettes, we have a warning. It says, smoking kills. And below that is the Surgeon General's warning, which was not required and is not required at this time on herbal cigarettes.
Now, I don't know the answer to this question, so I'm going to ask you, is it legal for minors to purchase and smoke these cigarettes?
I don't know the exact law on the legality of the purchase of these cigarettes for minors. However, I do know that they do not contain tobacco or nicotine, and the laws might therefore not be affected with these cigarettes.
Okay. Just to stick with this whole marketing and youth thing, the name of the cigarettes.
Yes.
How'd you come up with the name?
The name Ecstasy, that is the name for the cigarettes, is actually a brand name, and it is the name of a few of our other products, which are herbal pills. And so we just took the brand name and moved it on to the cigarettes.
And how old a brand name is it?
The ecstasy pills came out in the beginning of the 90s, I'd say 1992.
Okay, we're going to get where I'm going with this.
Okay.
The herbal pills
Yes.
came out as a substitute, as an herbal substitute or an herbal supplement to what?
The original idea behind the pills, and this was before I was in the company, was to provide a natural alternative to a street drug that was out on the streets at the time and causing a lot of people to get hurt, injured, get sick. And so the gentleman who designed them came up with this idea that if you could provide an alternative that was safer and all natural, then you'd have a great product that people would love and that would be doing some good in the society as well.
Okay, so following that linear flow of the name of the cigarettes,
Yes.
The herbal ecstasy was born to be an alternative to the illegal drug ecstasy. In essence.
Originally, yes.
Okay. The herbal drug, the original illegal drug ecstasy is generally consumed by those who are under 25, generally, or those who are in their late teens, very late teens or early 20s. Ravers, party, kids who like to party. Got me so far?
Got you so far.
So doesn't it follow that if you're going to name your cigarettes, give your cigarettes the same name as a either herbal legal drug or an illegal substance that is only indulged in by generally young people? I don't know you're going to find many 50-year-olds taking hits of ecstasy. Do you understand how people could say there's a clear line that you are marketing toward young people?
Well, I'd say that if you look back, a lot of people in the 60s did do substances like LSD and ecstasy. Now those people now would be 40 years old, and I think they would go ahead and smoke ecstasy cigarettes. I don't think specifically that the name ecstasy would make it a target towards a minor.
Seems to make more sense if you could come up with LSD cigarettes then. If that's who, if you want 40-year-olds who remember their whacked out days in the 60s, come up with herbal LSD cigarettes, not...
That's a great idea. We might do that.
Okay. You heard it from me first. All right, so really, in terms of the name of the product and whether you are marketing in this fashion or not, do you understand how people can clearly and easily make that charge? They can make that leap?
I see where there might be a connection. However, I don't think it's very, very clear that the leap is there. I don't think it's that clear.
What kind of marketing do you do to promote ecstasy smokes?
We actually have advertised the ecstasy smoke in smoking magazines such as Smoke Shop and other trade publications, so that they are going out to stores who sell cigarettes, regular cigarettes as well, so that they can bring into their store the ecstasy cigarettes as an alternative to what they already have in the store.
Have you done a lot of demographic research on who the typical ecstasy purchaser is?
At this time, I don't have specific demographics on that.
So in deciding to go with, what was the magazine?
Smoke Shop.
In deciding to go with Smoke Shop magazine, you just, this is a shot in the dark. What other magazines are you advertising?
We actually advertise in a magazine called Ecstasy Magazine. We've also advertised in a magazine called High Times. And those are about the magazines we've advertised in so far for the ecstasy cigarettes.
You haven't advertised in any trade journals from the tobacco industry?
We have done that. The Smoke Shop magazine is a tobacco magazine, and that is probably one of the bigger ones we've advertised in. Also, we've advertised in, again, trade publications, trade magazines that cater to stores and shops that carry tobacco products.
Any other kind of marketing?
At this time, we haven't done that.
Okay, so it's, the free samples and the t-shirts and the ecstasy hats and all that stuff.
We did, the store actually, Ecstasy Melrose, had an ad in the LA Weekly where if you brought the ad in, you could get a free pack of cigarettes. And that ad actually it said specifically not for sale to minors or not valid for minors.
Now it's very interesting, you said it's not against the law per se to sell it to minors, but the thing on the package says not for sale to minors. What's up?
Well, basically, if one decides to sell to minors, I think one is creating a problem for the product